So what are affirmations and how can you make them work for you? Have you ever wondered what an affirmation is and indeed what an affirmation does? Many people are just not sure how to make them and how to make them in a way that makes them work. And if you're not sure, keep watching. I'm going to show you how affirmations can powerfully transform your life when you do them the right way. So what's an affirmation? An affirmation is firmly declaring a positive thought, or even better, it's an intention that you are stating, you're affirming. When we say affirmative, affirmative means yes. So an affirmation is a positive statement or an intention that you are going to speak and state as a truth. What makes affirmations so special and how do they work? Well, talking to yourself in a very positive, relevant, up-to-date, exciting way encourages confidence. It encourages self-love. It encourages self-esteem. But even more than that, the way you feel about everything, and I do mean everything, is down to two things: the pictures you make in your head and the words you say to yourself. So when you're stating affirmations, the pictures you're making in your head and the words you are formulating and speaking are obviously very positive. So the way you feel is down to the pictures and words. And affirmation really narrows down exciting pictures, exciting positive words, and it makes you feel good. It makes you feel powerful. It makes you feel, hey, I'm in control of this. It can make you feel amazing and confident and on fire. So how do you make affirmations work for you? Well, let me explain something about the mind, and it's really simple when you get it. The mind only ever works in the present tense. Always, always, always. You can't say, next year, I'm going to have a great body. Next year, I'm going to have a great job. Next year, I'm going to be super wealthy or all loved up. The mind only works in the now. You know, when you have a little kid and you get on a plane or in a car, they go, we're there now, after 5 minutes. My little girl used to say, Mummy, is it tomorrow today? Is it yesterday now? Is it tonight? Is it this morning? Because when I go, we're going to do that tomorrow, we're going to do that tonight, we're going to do that later. Her little mind only lived in the right now, and she couldn't understand what later or tomorrow or tonight was. And your mind is the same. Think of it like a small child, a very smart child, that doesn't know what next year or next month or next week is. You have to say now. And one of the ways to make affirmations super powerful is to add on the words right now. I'm finding love right now. I'm super lovable, magnetically lovable right now. I'm attracting phenomenal wealth, radiating confidence right now. So the first rule for an affirmation is it must be in the present tense. It can only be in the present tense. The minute you say, hey, next year I'm going to get a great job, your mind's already lost it. Now and right now. The second thing about an affirmation is the mind only responds to words that make a picture, saying, I'm never eating chocolate again. I'm going to affirm never, never, never eating chocolate again. No more chocolate for me. The only word that makes a picture is chocolate. And so saying I'm not going to think about chocolate is actually saying I'm going to think about chocolate. Try something with me. Close your eyes. And I want you to think of anything you like, except you must not. You may not think of a black cat sitting on a purple rug on a green lawn. Think of anything you like, but no black cats on purple blankets on a green lawn. I forbid you for thinking about a black cat lying on a purple blanket on a green lawn. You see, in order not to think about the black cat and the purple blanket and the green lawn, guess what? You have to think about it. So saying, I'm not worrying about failing, I'm not nervous, I'm not anxious, I'm not scared, makes you think about being scared. So it must be in the present tense, and it must make a picture. One of the things I find does not work about affirmations is this: every day In every way, I'm getting better and better. Better at what? You can say I'm getting better and better at forgetting stuff. I'm getting better and better at being late. That sounds crazy, I know. But affirmations must be clear, precise, relevant, up to date, and they must excite your imagination. Every day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. You could be getting better and better at getting ill to get out of things. So they have to be positive, they've got to be in the present tense, and they've got to really excite and thrill and delight and impress your imagination. So now you know the mind works in the present tense. It likes words that are exciting, and even the words in front of words, you can go, hey, I'm affirming, I'm confident. You go, I am freaking confident. I am super confident. I'm amazingly, incredibly, powerfully, magnetically confident. You see what you did? You increased it by putting words in front of words. Personally, I love swear words. I love putting words in front of words because it turns it up, but you don't have to do that. And then, how do you get used to it? Well, once you've got your affirmation, write it down. Write it on your phone, not on a piece of paper. Write it on your mirror, write it on your fridge. Look at it and practice saying it. And here's something else. Don't go, I'm feeling good, or I'm okay. Say it with unshakable, unwavering, ever-present, consistent certainty. Practice making your voice just right, exciting, confident, powerful, full of strength. Say to a friend, hey, could you listen to my affirmation? How did that sound? Tell me the truth. You might go, well, you kind of tailed off at the end, or your voice got very high or too low, was too fast, too slow. Didn't really buy it. And don't mind that. Take it on board. Practice makes perfect, and the mind learns by repetition. So I use affirmations all the time, every day. How do I make them work for me? One of the things I do a lot is to speak on stage. You probably know that one of the greatest fears is the fear of being judged. But we see that as I'm really scared of speaking in public. I can't do that because you might judge me, you might reject me. We are hardwired and supercoded to find connection and to avoid rejection. So putting yourself out there, speaking on stage, going for an audition, giving a reading can be really challenging for some people. So whenever I'm going to speak, I have an affirmation. I love doing this. I love it. I love it. I love it. This is what I'm meant to do. This is what makes my heart sing. This is what sets me on fire. And I will often go on stage to a little song. This girl is on fire. I can make you feel good. I need to praise you like I do. Because the song is an affirmation. As I hear that music, as I get to go on stage, I give myself an affirmation. I love this. I'm ready. This is so exciting. I'm so lucky to be here. I could have another affirmation. This is all right. I hope it's okay. I'm going to be good. But you see, I understand the power of words, the power of language. And I've had many times in my life when I have used affirmations, when I was told that I would lose my baby, that I could never carry that baby to full term. I put my hands on my tummy and I said, my baby is well. My body is growing a perfect baby. My body's job, after all, is to grow a perfect baby. When I was told I was very ill and may not recover, I gave myself another affirmation. People tell me they love this, and here it is. My body is a wellness-making machine. My body does wellness, only wellness, always wellness. Many people write to me and go, hey, I love that. Can I use it? Of course you can. I don't own it. I'd love you to use it. People write in and go, you know, I'm saying that now. I saw that in your latest book, Tell Yourself a Better Lie. And I'm now saying my body is a wellness-making machine. When I'm going on stage, I tell myself I love it. When I'm eating food, I give myself an affirmation. My body likes healthy food. My body likes this. I don't love drinking water, and every day I have to wake up and go, I love water. I drink water first. My body craves water. You can find many, many, many ways of making an affirmation work. And I'm going to tell you a very quick story. Many years ago, I was working with a football team, hypnotizing them to be amazing. And I got a call late at night. I was in bed. It was about 10:30. And I got a call and he said, hey, this is the BBC. We would love you to go on the radio tomorrow to talk about what you've done with this team. And by the way, they were using a lot of affirmations. So we're going to send a car to pick you up. It's going to be 6 in the morning. I'll pick you up. We'll take you to the BBC, be on the radio. Good. So at 5:45, I got up. I had a quick shower. I put on a jacket. I kind of combed my hair, got in the car, went to the radio. I got my headphones on, and they suddenly come in, hey, you know what? Actually, we're going to put this on the news. This story is so good. We're going to put it on the BBC News. And they started to run me across the car, but come on, run, run, it's going live, and hurry up. I'm like, where's the makeup? Oh, we haven't got time for makeup. No, 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 this is now, this is live, and I'm in the chair. And my first thought is, oh no, why didn't I put on some makeup? I really haven't even brushed my hair. I got out of bed 20 minutes ago. And they have something called a dolly, and it's like a camera that starts coming towards you, boom. And I knew I had a choice. I could go, oh no, this is so ridiculous. I should have said no. I should have stuck to the radio. Because you always have a choice when it comes to affirmations. Rationalize why you feel so bad, or talk yourself out of it. So the dolly is coming, and I'm going, I love it, I love it, I love it, I love this. I love being on the BBC. I love being on live news. This is amazing. I'm so lucky. I love it, love it, love it. Boom, camera's in my face. And I did the interview, and I felt pretty good. And people said, hey, that was amazing. One person went, hey, Marisa, you didn't have any makeup on. But nobody really cared. And so that's the choice you have every minute of every day. Rationalize why you feel so bad. Talk yourself out of it. If you're learning to roller skate, this is great. I love this. I have balance. I can do it. Whatever you're doing, you can make affirmations. And here's another thing I love to do. When I wake up in the morning, I set an intention. How is today going to be? I'm going to drink water. I'm going to give myself lots of time. I'm going to eat better food. I'm going to make the calls I need to make. I'm going to take some time for me. So I set affirmations and intentions every day. But I don't do what I call wishy-washy. Life's a walk in the park, and the sun's always shining, because it isn't. Sometimes it rains, and the park is full of mud. And it's not about the affirmation, the sun is always shining. It's, I have phenomenal coping skills. I can cope with rain and mud and snow and fog. So if you make your affirmation, the sun is always shining, your mind knows that isn't true. If you make your affirmation, I have phenomenal coping skills, bring it on. I love my life. When I wake up every day, the first thing I say is, I love my life. I love where I live. I love my life. Because I'm affirming and stating that I love my life, not that the sun has to shine for me to love my life. I love my life when it's raining, when it's snowing, when I've got loads of stuff to do, when I've got nothing to do. So if you want to make affirmations and intentions work for you, if you want to feel incredible and confident every day, if you want to feel powerful and that you are controlling the direction of your life and making every change for the better, I have a library of guided meditations and hypnotic audios for you to choose from. Click the link below to find them, and you'll find some that will really have your name all over them. And let me know how you get on with them. They could really change you in the most powerful way. Thanks for tuning in. See you soon. Check out my next video here. I see all my clients and they all say the same thing. I'm waiting for motivation. You know what? Motivation doesn't go, here I am. I'm motivation. I'm at your door and I've come to motivate you. You are firing new neurons. The mind